So am I recording? Yeah, I'm recording. Okay, good. Hello. Is it Falam?
I'm Parame.
Falame.
Hi.
Hello,
Yeah.
how are you?
Pleasure to meet you, Palame. I'm Josh. This is Byron.
I'm Byron. All right, I'm just trying to make it so you can record now, Josh?
I'm recording. Yeah.
Okay, and let's see.
Just the three?
So far, just 3.
Yeah, there's supposed to be
6, I believe.
two more guys coming in here. Looks like we'll have a room of 5 according to my screen.
So what time is it where you're at, Josh?
I'm in central Mexico, so it's 8 a.m.
I'm in central Manitoba, Canada, so same time.
Oh, very good.
Yeah. How
How
about
about
you,
you?
Falame? What time is it for you?
10:15 p.m. Korean.
All right, you're on the other side of the world. Well,
Very
nice
cool.
to meet you.
Should we just kind of get started, or should we wait for these other guys?
I don't know, to be honest. There's 2 more that's supposed to show up, but not everyone has shown up. There's like 130 out of 182, right?
Yeah. Are you guys? Yeah, I wonder if some of these people. Oh, so I guess these 2 guys might not even be here. Is that what
They
you're
might
saying?
not.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right. Oh, here's one. All right.
Oh, yeah, you're right on. Yeah, we're supposed to give them like about 5 or so minutes to show up before we really start, I guess. We got 35 minutes left.
Did you give them both the ability to record?
It doesn't give me the option to do that.
Oh, okay. Yeah, at least
I
if
could.
somebody besides, you or I needs to upload the or actually maybe I think any of us can upload it, to be honest.
Okay, for Yong Qing, I'm probably mispronouncing the name, but I allowed recording. But for Falame, I cannot allow recording. It doesn't give me the option. Maybe he already has it.
Okay.
But I'm recording, you're recording, so should be good.
Yeah, so my first question for you guys is, are you voting, or are you running as a, I don't know what the word is, candidate? Are you looking to move on to the next round?
For myself, I'm here to learn and to vote to see how far I can get. I have a bunch of projects running on Wax I want to convert into EOS. So yeah, I got a reason to go on.
How about you, Falame?
Well, English is not my first language, so I want to listen to you, and I want to chance to read what I prepared, and I will be going to vote.
Nice.
Fantastic. I'm excited to hear what you've prepared.
I am underprepared, but I figure that's usually the best way. Just dive in and see what happens.
Okay, now I have the ability to share screen. Did you change a setting, Byron, or?
I have everything allowed.
Okay. Cool. Yeah, I'm just wondering how it works. It must be room to room.
Yeah, there's that security button at the bottom, just allow participants to, and then it's all checked off. Chat, share screen, start video. How about yourself? Are you planning on voting, or are you here to learn?
Yeah, well, it kind of depends. If I'm prepared to move on to the next round, and I'm prepared to represent all of you guys. But also, if I feel like one of you, should move on instead of me, then I'm prepared to vote as well.
All right. Cool. Well, we have just over half an hour now, and we have 3 for sure And here's Yong Quinn.
Young, can you turn on your camera? Are you able to put on the video?
Maybe not.
Can you hear us, Young? I'm gonna type to him in the chat.
Always have weird times with Zoom. How do I get out of being Yong Quinn and back onto like you or
If you go to the top right, there should be something that says view.
right?
Is that what you're talking about?
Okay, there we go.
So I'm on gallery view right now.
Got it. Yeah, gallery looks a lot better. Thank you.
All right. I don't know if Chase is going to be here. Maybe it's just going to be the four of us.
Maybe. So who wants to start then? Might as well start since we only got a limited time.
Yang, are you able to hear us? Would you like to introduce yourself, sir?
Okay.
You can type to us in the chat if you want. And you can use use another language if you have to. Okay, let's see.
Zoom doesn't have enough translate yet, huh? Oh, there we go.
He says, can hear, but I don't understand.
Oh,
Oh, we can see you. Very good. Let me see. Good.
Byron, are you zombie artist?
yeah. I draw a lot of zombies. That's my whole shtick. Been doing it for 13, 14 years now. And yourself? What do you do?
Me?
Yeah, you.
My job is claim adjuster in Korea.
Okay. All right.
Okay, I asked him if he's voting. He said, not yet. Who do I vote for? And I asked him if he's running as a candidate. And so this will be a little bit challenging to try to keep him in the loop, but his vote definitely counts.
All right.
Okay.
Who wants to go first?
Okay, he does not want to move on. Okay, so we do need to properly, I'll try to work with the translator here, but we do need to properly inform him as best we can. Yeah, you guys can kick it off. I mean, my big question would be, what is it that you want to, like, what are you here to see represented or funded? Is kind of my main question for both of you.
Okay. Well, my only reason for being on any of the NFT stuff is to help artists make money. Help them become what they are already. Like, it's a hard world for artists to succeed online. It's flooded. Like, there's so many people out there. Sending art is hard. Finding clients is hard, all those kind of things, but NFTs make it really easy. The only hard part is crypto itself is hard for someone that's never been into it to get into it. So the only thing I'm trying to do is just make it easier for artists to get on board. And I got people like my half brother, Nathan Rempel. I mean, you might know who he is. He's done work with the crypto finnies and he's all over the crypto scene for programming things. So he's helping. I got a lot of other programmers that are helping just because they like helping. We're going to figure it out, but I'm here to try to see what I can do to bring more awareness to the lack of art on the EOS network. That's my whole thing.
Is there anything specific that you want? Like let's say you were the sortition winner, or Falame or myself were the sortition winners. Is there anything in particular you would want money allocated to from this election?
Just I want to create the Nifty blocks on EOS. So it's really easy for people to start creating their own NFTs on the EOS blockchain. And then bring that gamification to it as well, because that's where, again, more people come. Like if we can make play to earn kind of games on the EOS network, like they have on the Wax blockchains, it gives more people a reason to get there, right? And what's the better way to bring them in other than with like pretty pictures and stuff, right? People need a reason to spend their EOS. So let's bring in the artists. Artists are also really good at building communities. And that's also what EOS is struggling at with their community. They need people like me to just be ourselves. So what would I be developing? I don't know. I would leave that into the hands of the professionals that know how to develop the things. I'll just give them the ideas, like a deviant art for the NFT space. Wouldn't that be cool? If you know what deviant art is. Or a Zazzle, like integrating Zazzle with NFT technology.
Okay. What is deviant art? I don't think I've heard that.
Deviant art was really big in the late 90s, early the 2000s, and it became something even bigger. It's a network for artists to showcase, and then other companies like Marvel and stuff start coming in to look at what they can offer. So deviant art, it's basically an artist's showcase. There's a lot of other sites like it, but DeviantArt is the one I always go back to because it was at one point the most popular one. And it's basically a way for artists to showcase what they can do. And there's nothing like it in the NFT space on either Wax or EOS yet. No easy way for artists to represent themselves. It's just always trying to do what the collectors and the investors want them to do. So even now, with the ease of technology and the NFTs, the artists still aren't in control of their own destiny. We've got to kind of change that a bit yet. So I'm all about the artists. I can figure it out with the help with the programmers.
Do you have any idea what it might cost to bring Nifty blocks onto EOS? Or to be like to make some progress on it? Maybe it's more even than what we have a budget for.
No, I actually wouldn't be able to answer that honestly. The people I have working for me are doing it for free. So I guess it doesn't cost a thing. It just takes time.
Okay.
In the long run, right?
Yeah.
Any money, like if I ever would win something like this, I don't really expect to. But if I do, I would trust the people. Like I have a friend named Scott that lives in Australia. He's a 58-year-old man that is big into the gamification of NFTs. And he is like a project manager on other things. And he's just lending his time to develop games for me. I would get people like him to help me allocate the funds properly. So I'd be the guy that makes sure everything gets done by getting the people that know how to do it in charge.
Would you bring them into Eden so we can hold them accountable?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Okay.
I've already invited them, but it was like, I only got inducted 4 days ago. So I'm barely knowing what I'm doing. Like I started crypto 6 months ago, right? So I'm like, I'm swimming like crazy.
That's amazing.
But yeah, everyone, like I've been doing this my whole life, my whole adult life, trying to build a career out of being an artist. So I got a lot going on it.
Very good.
Yeah.
Falame, do you have anything you want to mention? Any commentary? Well, about NFTs, about did you understand what Byron was saying?
I talk fast.
I understand the leader.
Okay. Byron is saying he wants, just in essence, or to make it very simple, he's saying he wants to take a project from Wax and bring it to EOS and he wants to basically bring more artists to EOS because he believes the artists will help build more community. And the type of it's not just artists, it's also games. So what you said, play to earn games, play
Yeah.
to earn.
Exactly. Have you heard of Alien Worlds?
Yes.
Okay. I want to bring Alien Worlds kind of stuff to EOS.
I'm just going to make a note of that. Did
Yeah.
you catch that, Falame?
What?
He
wanna
said, do you know what Alien Worlds is? Have you heard of that?
I don't know.
It's
Okay.
it's a game. It's an EOS.io game with
And the
a lot of
idea is-
users.
The idea by playing that game, you earn something called TLM, which is another cryptocurrency. And so by playing the game, you're kind of like farming in a way, and you're earning for the game. You have to buy equipment to get better parts and stuff like that. So bringing things like that into EOS will allow people to start spending and kind of inflating the EOS ecosystem. Now, Falame has something he wants to read, right?
Yeah, Falame, would you like to read what you've prepared, sir?
I don't understand your. Go ahead, please.
Would in the beginning you said you there was something you wanted to read.
My turn.
Yes.
Yes.
So
Oh, okay.
I'm not a developer. I'm not a programmer or a project leader. Is this election about selecting a good project? If that's the case, I don't deserve a vote because I don't have my own project. If this election find and invest in good project for the youth community and select people to check the progress of the project and decide whether to continue or not, then I hope you listen to me. I am a claim adjuster and have been good at coordinating the claims of the claimants for 20 years. So I understand moral hazard and moral risk. Many projects offer a great vision, but also not free from moral hazard. When a project leader is elected as the final round representative of this election, he can use more than 5,300 euros per month only for his project. The hamper effect of winner-take-all can also be found in Dan's book, More Equal Animals, who must have been elected because his vision was great, but we don't know if the project will produce great results. It is also unknown whether he is doing his best to realize his vision. If I were elected as a representative in the final round, I would like to distribute the risk of the winner-take-all, give them opportunities for more than one project, and support them. And I will check the progress of the project and decide whether to continue or continue the support. You shall have a question to me. Can I trust the project you are going to choose? By presenting the vision of the project in this election, I think I can trust the project of the member elected as the representative in the first and second round first. And among the project of the members who are not elected as representatives, you will be recommend the project you need. One of the problem with the EOS community, I think, is that holders cannot participate in the vote because they keep EOS on the exchange. I want to solve this problem. So I want to apply for a project to solve this problem with the project of the member elected in each round. I can't use the funds on me. I'll use it only for you. Vote for me, thank you. I tried to convey this in English, but from now on, it will be hard to understand your English. If you have any question, please tell me thoroughly and clearly. If you ask me a question in Korean, I might apply for your project. Thank you.
Excellent.
You're looking to be a project leader?
I'm not project leader.
Oh. So you're trying to support someone with a good project.
I'm sorry, I don't understand.
Falame, excuse me, gentlemen. If myself or Byron were to become winners of the election, would you be willing to work with us with somebody who can translate Korean and still do what you want to do?
Yeah, the communication will be an issue, unfortunately. We only have like 14 minutes left. Josh, did you want to say anything?
Yeah, I want to show you guys what my plan is here. So
Okay.
Sorry.
Oh, just a moment. Okay, I'll try. So this is my overall focus, regardless of the outcome of the election. I'm no matter what happens, I'm not going to be accepting any money, and I'm going to continue my work in the EOS community. And I have come up with this approach that I think is a power approach, and I'm calling it Evolve EOS. And it's the autonomic evolution. So that would be kind of like autonomous, or the autonomic nervous system of EOS as a company and as a community and as a country. So I'm envisioning that we can evolve EOS as a company through an organizational structure of Eden members in multiple languages. We can evolve EOS as a community through an online community led by Eden members in multiple languages. And we can evolve EOS as a country by creating or improving any existing ones, more DACs or DAOs that use EdenOS and use EOS as their blockchain network. And this could be in many forms. Of course, we want more Eden communities in EOS, but I'm more thinking about on the city level. So if we're talking about Seoul, I think Seoul, Korea has a chance to be the first city that deploys its own version of Eden on EOS in up to 10,000 members. And I think all the major cities around the world, I think the goal would be to get to that point where we have a parallel society of up to 10,000 members who can take responsibility for their city and solve the problems regardless of the government. And there's more about this, but I don't want to take time to go into it. The other thing I'm here representing is EOS support. Can you guys see my screen?
Yeah.
So EOS support is I think it's the first official user support service. And basically the idea is, do you want a better blockchain experience for your EOS account? And because we don't have a lot of time, I'm not going to go through all my slides, but the basic fundamental service is, well, there's two major pains. EOS users are being scammed on Reddit and Telegram and Twitter while they're searching for help. And so EOS support, which just went live yesterday, provides a safe environment for EOS users to ask for help that they need. And an important user guides or like helpful information is so scattered and difficult to find. And so what we also want to do is help establish an official source to find all the vital EOS user info in one place. So it's kind of like the EOS support is the concierge for EOS. And so some of the main features are a learning center with helpful articles in multiple languages, which we're working on, live chat with support agents in multiple languages. And this live chat is actually on, we have a website, but also it's on edenproxy.org. It's on EdenEOS.org. It's on eoscommunity.org. And we're going to put it on other websites. And people, if live chat's not enough, they can book an appointment with a support representative where we have all of our support reps are Eden members only. Everyone involved is Eden members only. You can schedule Eden inductions so we can help onboard more people into EOS. We have a Telegram bot that we're looking to deploy this week. What else? Chris Barnes is also involved. He's providing services under this umbrella. Probably don't have time to get into those services.
Just looking at 10 minutes left.
Yeah, just looking at the time here.
Okay.
So the opportunity here for other Eden members is you can become a part-time live chat agent. You can help create content for the Learning Center, and you can translate content into your language. And we want to be able to pay Eden members decently. Beyond, this is just the very basic stuff. We have plans for a lot more. And there's a whole platform being developed behind the scenes. We pay members in EOS. We transact only in EOS. And the goal, which I think is for a lot of us, is to get EOS to be mass adopted as a currency. So these are some of the people that contributed a lot. These are some of the people who've contributed, or they're waiting in the wings, or they voice support. We're working with Gracie on the Chinese side. We're working with Han on the Korean side. Max has supported this project. Francis actually wrote a smart contract for us already. So that's a little bit about EOS support. There's a lot more details, but that's one project that I want to see supported, because onboarding new users is a major problem in EOS. So it doesn't really matter how much marketing or how many dApps or apps we have if users are having a bad experience. Or if they're getting scammed and, all that kind of stuff. My intention, if I was a sortition winner, is to I would represent you guys. I would stay in touch with you and help move things forward. I would help you with your Pomelo campaigns. I would get other Eden members on board to help with that. And we could, if I was a sortition winner, we could use some of the money to fund what you want to see funded. Falame, I would work with you to actually, you could work side by side with me if you want, with somebody who can help us translate, maybe Han or Max. Do you know Han? Falame? Do you know Han?
Yes.
Yes. Okay. It's so difficult with the language barrier. My apologies. Yeah, so I think I mentioned this. I'm not looking to take any money or payment for anything that I'm doing, but I'm willing to move on as a representative and work with you guys, even if it involves translation or involves having someone who can help us with the language barrier, to make sure that you're being well represented in the community. not just in Eden, but if you have something that you really need funded, we're going to have to take it to Pomelo. And we're going to need to get the Eden members to rally around that and other EOS community members. So that's more or less my spiel, because we don't have any, much time. We do need to decide which one of us is going to move on to the next round.
It
And I
does
also
say
I
on
also
the
need to
page that-
translate. I need to translate for Young what we've talked about a little bit here.
It does also say on the page that a consensus is reached. Does that?
Looks like you got a vote, Byron. Did you vote for yourself already?
Oh, yeah. Did you vote for yourself?
No, I haven't voted yet.
Okay.
Yeah.
We have, do we vote after the meeting? I wasn't sure. I just dumped it in.
Yeah, we can vote at any time. So
Okay.
you've already voted.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. And so now we got to help these other guys vote.
All right. And how do we do that? Like, you're actually really, really clever guy. I have to admit, Joshua. Have we met before?
I don't think so.
No?
No, but I've been following you on social.
Oh, well, thank you.
That's why I told you you're a little bit of a celebrity, because I see you everywhere.
Yeah, well, that's what I do, right? I just get myself out there as much as possible. So to help Falame vote, and Yang Quinn left. So I guess it's up to you and Falame to make a vote.
Can we change our vote?
Yeah, you definitely can. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, if you make a vote and you don't want that one, you just select the other person you want to vote for, and then the blue button at the bottom will say change vote.
Okay.
One thing I noticed a lot is all these things, like especially with the wallet transactions, it gets really confusing for people. But I mean, there's nothing that you can do about that, right? I like Anchor Wallet.
Joshua,
Oh, hello.
Yes.
Ryuhan said me, our Korean community, he said about EOS support project. Is you?
Yeah, I'm one of the people involved in EOS support. Yes.
Okay.
So my proposal to you guys is to allow me to move on to the next round, and I will work with you to make sure you're being represented in the community, including if like Falame, if you want to have a say in projects that are being funded, I would work side by side with you. And Byron, if you want to really get that going, get into more of the details, probably you're going to have to get some funding going for it. So if we can, if we have sortition funds, we can allocate some. We can also, and maybe we would do this in conjunction. We can also get some momentum going on Pomelo. Pomelo is almost ready. I don't know if you're following that.
Yeah, I'm working. I talk with .gems quite a bit. Some of those guys. One of my kids is building on Minecraft on their uplift land. So I'm all over the place. Pomelo is .gems, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. They're going to actually, on Monday, we're going to start selling the recipe to grow your own pumpkin so that by Halloween you can get a jack-o'-lantern. A little pop-up thing that we're going to do just for fun.
Let's see here.
When can I vote? When?
Right now. Right now.
Now?
Yeah.
Where?
On the Genesis.Eden EOS community page under election.
Wait, please.
I think you either voted for yourself or someone voted for you, Falame.
Okay.
So how long have you been into the crypto world, Josh?
Oh, I don't know. I guess 2016 maybe was when I had my first Bitcoin, but I'm not really interested in the crypto world. I'm only interested in EOS and like
Okay.
Dan Larimer type mentality. I mean, I'm interested in EOS IO, but I think EOS needs to rebrand itself gradually to be like a mother or a father to the other EOS IO chains.
Yeah.
And I imagine like maybe Wax will eventually be a block producer on EOS. And that's what I hope is. That's the direction I think where things are going.
Yeah. See, I'm actually thinking that bringing guilds into the 21st century would be a good thing. A decentralized guild for different professions, guild of artists, guild of writers,
Yeah.
guild of this, and then it
Could
can
you
be,
imagine using the EdenOS software for that?
well, that is exactly why I'm talking about it. Because because of the whole crypto everything, especially the decentralization of EOS itself, bringing something like guilds and then starting to centralize, or not centralize, but like starting to use guilds as a way to teach and train other people into the EOS community, as well as how to be part of that. Like, we're missing that in this world today. A whole non-central group effort on specific things. Because that's what Eden, our EOS Eden is all about, right? It's basically a guild, and it's not really centralized, but it is.
Yeah, it's like a balance,
Yeah.
centralized and decentralized. I guess that's where the fractal governance comes in, because this who's involved in the centralized element can change.
Yeah. Yeah, because I mean, like, EOS really is kind of focused around Dan Larimer. So he is the central figure in a decentralized system. Right? Like, no matter what we try to do, we're going to have some kind of central figure.
Yeah. Yeah. And like Eve with an EOS Network Foundation.
Yeah. All right. Time is running out. You've got 2 votes.
I'm not able to, I haven't been able to change my vote this whole time. I don't know if that's because somebody voted for me. I don't have an option to change it.
You didn't click on someone else's little link and that blue box changes to.
Oh, okay, it does. Okay, that's how it works. Yeah, so I don't know what's going to happen because we all voted for ourselves, so we didn't quite reach consensus.
I think what they talked about is the person with the most votes gets the people that don't vote
Okay.
or that did not show up.
And my pledge to both of you is to, and actually let me just make sure I got your telegrams open. If I do move on, my pledge is to do what I said and to stay in touch with you and represent you during this term, which is probably going to be about 3 months.
Yeah. Yeah. Check into who Nathan Rempel is when you have a chance. That's the guy that brought me into the whole wax scene. He's my half brother and we hardly ever talked, and suddenly he just called me up and now boom, here we are. So and he's big into programming. He's going to be doing some good things. All right.
Okay.
I already voted.
Yeah, I'm going to give you my vote, Josh. Consensus reached. Boom. Just like that, you're now apparently going to be moving on to the next round.
So with the remaining time, thank you very much, Byron. With the remaining time, anything you guys want to say if I'm moving on to the next round? Any particular requests? Because the other people in the next round, it's going to be even more competitive. And so to make sure I'm representing you, do you have any requests?
Just let's get the arts in here. We're not going to get people if they don't have anything to look at.
Okay.
You know, musicians, writers, poets, art of all sorts. It's what makes the world go around. If we didn't have it, TV would not exist. The artists are the ones that are going to help generate ideas that'll push this forward. So do your best and represent the arts.
I will do that.
Yeah. All right. How do I save this? When I hit end, I guess, right?
Yeah, when we leave the meeting, then the recording will be there, and maybe I'll try to upload it. I think I should have a version, and then if it's not working, I'll reach out to you.
Okay.
I'll see you guys in the other room.
All right. Nice to meet you both.
Congratulations.
Thanks. Congratulations, Joshua.
Thank you, guys.
This election is a good experience for me. Thank you.
Yeah,
you.
my first one too.
Okay, I'm gonna reach
great
out to you,
day.
Falame.